Swap. Imagine you took out a loan where your interest rate changes every month depending on the market, sometimes low, sometimes painfully high. Yet probably wish you could just trade that unpredictable rate for a fixed one. Turns out you can. It is called swap. Today, I will show you what a swap actually is, the most common type everyone talks about, and why two parties would even agree to it. So, the simple definition for swap is an agreement between two parties to exchange cash flow in the future based on a set of rules they agree on today. That is it. No exotic magic, just two parties saying, I will pay you based on X, you pay me based on Y for a set period of time. A simple formula is swap is equal to party A cash flow, party B cash flow, swapped for an agreed period. Nobody hands over a giant lump sum upfront. It's an ongoing exchange, like a running tab that gets settled periodically, even every quarter or every year. The most common type is interest rate swap. The most common swap by far is the interest rate swap. Here is the classic setup. Company A has a loan with a floated rate. It goes up and down with the market. Company B has a loan with fixed rate, always the same. Company A is nervous rate will rise. Company B thinks rate will fall and wants more flexibility. So they strike a deal. Company A pay company B a fixed rate. Company B pay company A floating rate. Neither company touch the other actual loan. They just exchange payment based on those rate. Company A effectively looks in predictable fixed payments. Company B gets exposed to the floating rate it wanted. Nobody's loan change hand, just the cash flow. That's the whole trick. Why should anyone do this? Three main reasons for that. Reason one is managing risk. A company with floating debt hates uncertainty. A swap let it convert that uncertainty into a predictable fixed cost. Much easier to a plan A budget around. Reason two is take a view. Some parties enter swap purely speculative. Betting rate will move a certain way and structuring the swap to profit if they are right. And reason three is comparative advantage. Sometimes company A can borrow fixed rates more cheaply, while company B can borrow floating rates more cheaply. Even if each secretly wants the other type of rate, a swap lets both borrow in the market where they get the best deal, then trade to get that exposure that actually wanted. Counterparty risk. So that we have to discuss. Here's the part most important thing. Here's the part that matters most. A swap is only as good as the other side of ability to pay. This is called counterparty risk. The risk the person or a company on the other end of the swap can't or won't make their payments. Unlike a stocks or a bond, a swap is not owned. It's a private agreement between two parties. If one party collapsed, which is exactly what happened to some major financial firm during the 2008 financial crisis, the other side can be left exposed with no fixed rate protection they were counting. This is also why many swap today go through a clearinghouse, a middleman that guarantee both sides will be paid, reducing the risk that one company failure blow up the whole deal. So next we will discuss about that other types quickly. The interest rate swaps are the most common, but same basic idea show up elsewhere. First is currency swap, exchanging payment in one currency for a payment in another. Next one is commodity swap, exchanging a floating commodity price like oil for a fixed one. Third one is credit default swap, One party pay regularly in the exchange for the other covering losses if a specific company default on its debt. So if this made swap click for you, let me know in the comment and tell me which one you want to explain the next. So until then, bye from Dr. Anand.